Like, she literally collapsed. What's up, you guys? Britt here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hello babies, and welcome to my beautiful brats family. My name is Brittany, Britt, Brat, Britt, whichever floats your boat. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be yet another story time video. Now, I know y'all are probably thinking like, Brittany, girl, like, what's going on? Are you going to do anything other than story times? Yes, I am, you guys. I'm still just trying to figure this whole YouTube thing out. I'm new to this, not true to this. And I've been brainstorming, you know, some ideas for my channel. So please just bear with me. I will have some new content, I promise, very, very soon. So please just bear with me. Just hang in there. I promise you guys, I got y'all. So with that being said, grab something to munch on, grab something to sip on, and we're going to get into this crazy story time, you guys. Okay, you guys, so as you can tell by the title, this is going to be a story time about the performance. Where is her Grammy? Okay, this lady should have won a Grammy with the performance that she gave. Yes, I'm being sarcastic, and you guys will see exactly why when I get into the video. So let's hop right into this story time. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. All right, you guys, so this took place when I was a freshman in college, and I had been working my very first job for about a month or so. And this particular night, I was working the closing shift. Now, I'm not gonna say where I worked, but we closed at 10 o'clock, and at this time it was around like 9:30. So we hadn't yet locked the doors, so customers could come in and get out on their own without us, you know, unlocking the door and letting them out. So like I said, it was around 9:30, and my back was towards the door, so I couldn't see who came in, but I could hear them come in because the door would chime. So I'm working, folding clothes, you know, just tidying up my area so when it was time to go, we'd be ready and nobody would have to wait on me. So the door chimes and I greet the customer. I don't look up to, you know, see them, but I greet them, you know, hi, welcome to Blase Blase, the whole nine. And I just so happened to look up at my manager, and we're going to call my manager, let's call her Nancy, okay? So I happened to look up at Nancy, and she kind of gave me a head nod like, can you go handle that customer so we can get in and out? So I finished what I was doing in my little area, and then I walked over to the customer, and I noticed that this particular customer wasn't a regular, but I had seen her in our store maybe about maybe 3 or 4 times, I don't know. So we're going to call this customer, let's call her Miss Janine, okay? So I walk over to Miss Janine and I introduce myself. Hi, my name is Brittany. Is there anything I can help you with tonight? And she looks me up and down, rolls her eyes, and completely ignores me. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I'll leave you alone because I don't want no smoke. I don't want no problems. It's been a long day, so I'm just going to remove myself. So I walk away to another section of the store, but I'm still in close proximity just in case she has a question or she needs me for something. So I start tidying up that space, you know, hanging clothes on their hangers, folding clothes, just making sure that area looks decent. So I just so happen to look up and I see Miss Janine looking around suspiciously, trying to see if anybody's watching her. And at this point, I get this weird gut feeling that she's up to no good. And I want to be nosy and see if she's trying to steal or something like that. But I don't want it to be obvious that, you know, I'm onto her. So I see her with this nice bag around her body. It was a crossbody bag. It was really cute and it was really big. So I think to myself, I'm like, maybe if I compliment her on her bag, I can see, you know, what's in it, or I can kind of scare her and she'll stop, or at least stall her enough to figure out what the hell she's doing exactly. So we're gonna use my fanny pack, you guys, because I can't find an actual bag that's similar enough to the bag that she had on. And we're gonna use my fanny pack as an actual bag because I want you guys to see what happened and how this lady tried to finesse me. So imagine this as an actual bag, and the actual bag itself, this part was way bigger and the straps were longer, so it's kind of like a droopy bag, you know. And I walk over to her and I compliment her on her bag. Oh my gosh, I love your bag, where did you get it? And she looks at me, rolls her eyes, and you guys, she literally switches the bag to the other side like this. And she looks back over to me and she's like, can I have my space, please? And at this point, I feel myself getting irritated because she's being so rude for literally no reason. So I remove myself again and I try to catch Nancy's eye. Like, I try to make eye contact with Nancy, my manager. And she finally looks up at me and I'm looking over, motioning towards Miss Janine, kind of like, you need to check this lady out. She's up to something. I don't know what she's doing, but she's acting real strange and real suspicious right now. And at first, you know, Nancy is looking at me like, what? Like, what are you trying to say? Like, I'm confused. And then I point to Miss Janine's bag and I say, the bag, look in the bag. I don't know if Miss Janine had eyes in the back of her head. I don't know if her spider senses were tingling. I don't know if it was her intuition. I don't know what it was, but she literally took the bag off and held it close to her like this and continued to, you know, browse and look at whatever she was looking at. So at this point, I know for a fact she's doing something she has no business doing because she doesn't want either of us near that bag. So Nancy gets closer and closer to Miss Janine, and finally she gives me the go ahead to finish tidying up and finish cleaning. And so I walk over to another section of the store, leaving them to do whatever they do because my manager is going to handle that situation. So I'm cleaning up, you know, folding clothes, hanging clothes up, just tidying things, putting things back where they belong. And out of nowhere, I hear Miss Janine just yelling, going at it. And I hear Nancy trying to, you know, kind of calm her and humble her, but it's literally not working, you guys. She's just all over the place. Like, I don't have to steal anything. This is poor customer service. Y'all are badgering me. First her, now you. And when I heard her say that, y'all, I felt personally attacked. I felt hit because I didn't do anything to this lady. I didn't give her a reason to feel like I was trying to attack her. I was trying to come at her. Literally all I did was ask her, was there anything that she needed help finding? And then I complimented her on her bag. So what are you yelling for? What's the problem? And I hear Nancy trying to calm her down. Ma'am, this is protocol. I have to ask you these things, blah, 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 blah. And literally Miss Janine is just not having it. She keeps going at Nancy full force, full force, full force. And after a while, she kind of stopped and she started breathing heavy and she started kind of hyperventilating. And you guys, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I'm not even trying to be rude. but literally, I look back and Miss Janine is sprawled out on the floor. Like, she literally collapsed. Alright, you guys. I'm sorry. So, Miss Janine is sprawled out on the floor and she's unresponsive, right? So at this point, Nancy and I were literally panicking. We don't know what to do. We feel terrible because we were low-key accusing this lady of stealing, and then she just collapsed out of nowhere. She's not talking. It doesn't look like she's breathing. And so Nancy runs to the phone to call somebody, and I turn around to go help Miss Janine, you know, just be with her, sit with her, keep her company. And I literally turn to walk over, and she's gone. And at this point, I feel played. I feel stupid because I'm like, I know this lady did not just fake some kind of attack or whatever she was faking just to try to get away with whatever she was trying to get away with. So sooner or later, I hear like a like a rattling noise. And I turn around towards the entrance and she's trying to get out. So Nancy turns around because she hears it and she hangs up the phone and she's like, ma'am, I need to see what's in your bag. And literally Miss Janine is still just trying to get out of this door. Like she can just unlock it and go. And she just won't budge. Like she's putting up a fight. I don't have to show you anything. I didn't do anything. I'm not trying to steal anything. Just let me go. You're badgering me. This is terrible customer service. Blah, 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 blah. And finally Nancy's like, well, ma'am, if you don't have anything to hide, just let me see what's in the bag. This is protocol. Literally, you guys, Miss Janine forces the bag open and she throws out 3 pairs of socks, some boxers, some jewelry, you know, just some little accessories here and there. And literally the whole time, my face is just like, are you kidding me? Like, ma'am, like, you kidding me? Like, you cannot be serious right now. And Nancy is kind of just like blown away. She's just like, oh my gosh, like I cannot believe this woman. And she's throwing them at Nancy's feet, like, and she's still going at this point. She's still going. She went on for a little minute, and in my head I'm thinking, how long was she stealing stuff? Like at this point, like I'm so confused. Like I'm shocked, honestly. Like I say I was confused. I was just really shocked, you guys. And so after she finishes emptying out her bag, Nancy lets her go, you know, because she wasn't trying to call the police. She wasn't trying to get any authorities or anything like that involved. She just wanted the merchandise back, and she just wanted Miss Janine to own up to what she was doing. So she let Miss Janine go back home. And we didn't see her anymore after that, you guys. Like, I think I saw her maybe once or twice, like a week or so later, but she wasn't coming into our store. She was like heading from like the nail salon maybe or something like that, because we had a nail salon in our plaza as well. So I saw her walk past the store maybe once or twice, but she never came inside to shop with us ever again. And honestly, I don't blame her. Like, why would you show your face after you tried to pull something like that? Like, no, I wouldn't do it either. But yeah, that's crazy, you guys. So the reason why she couldn't make her grand escape is because in retail, or with, you know, any job really, at a certain time you have to lock the door from the inside, so customers on the outside can't come in and customers on the inside have to be let out. So there was another manager there. Well, she was a manager in training, that's what we call them, and she was working in the back with the incoming shipments and things like that. So I guess at some point while Nancy and I were handling Miss Janine or whatever the case may have been, this manager in training came out and locked the door, and then went back to the back with the new shipments and did whatever she was doing back there. So that's why Miss Janine couldn't get out, you guys, because like I said before in the beginning, nobody had locked the door yet, which is why she could come in the first place. So I guess the manager in training came out, locked the door, and went back to doing whatever she was doing. So shout out to her, because had it not been for her, Miss Janine would have probably got away with, you know, stealing from our store, just because I don't think anything that she had in that bag had like, sorry about that, you guys, my mom was calling. So yeah, that's all for this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to join my R.A.T.S fam that I'm trying to start here on YouTube, all you have to do is comment, like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any updates from me. And until the next video, you guys, please be safe, stay bold, stay beautiful, and at the end of the day, if all else fails, just be real about that sugar honey iced tea, baby. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Love you.
I'd rather keep it real with ya. I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet, yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty, yeah. Hacking, stupid, what's happening?